Want to cut your AI costs by 50% without switching models or losing quality? I'll show you 3 production grade tricks that saved my team $3,000 last month. Plus, a live 30-second demo with real numbers and a free tool you can use right now. Let's go. Here's the problem: LLMs charge you per token. Every word, every space, every API call adds up fast. And most prompts, they waste 30 to 70% of tokens on unnecessary fluff. But here's the good news: 3 simple patterns can cut your token usage in half. I'll show you exactly how. Technique number 1: prompt compression. Before you send a massive context to an expensive model, compress it first using a cheap, small model. Think of it like taking notes before asking the expert. Here's the pattern. I'll walk you through the code. First, you compress with a cheap model. Set up a variable called compressed. Call your small model with the instruction extract only key points and pass in your long context. Then send the compressed version to your expensive model. Set up your answer variable, call your big model, and pass in analyze this followed by that compressed text. This trick alone pays for itself immediately. The key is use models like Claude Haiku or GPT 3.5 Turbo for compression. They're fast, cheap, and great at summarizing. Then send the compressed version to your expensive reasoning model like GPT-4 or Claude Sonnet. Technique 2: batching and caching. Stop making multiple tiny API calls. Combine related tasks into one single request. Let me show you the wrong way first. Here's what most people do wrong. They write 3 separate calls. First call, summarize document 1, then summarize document 2, and the third call for summarizing document 3. That's 3 separate API calls hitting your API and expensive too. Instead, here's the smarter way. Build one single prompt that says, give me 3 short summaries and then list all 3 documents in that same prompt. Document 1, 2, and 3 all in one request. Now you make just one API call instead of 3. The model processes all 3 summaries in a single request and you pay once instead of 3 times. 3 calls versus 1 call. The savings are obvious. Plus, cache your repeated responses. If you're asking the same question multiple times, why pay twice? Use libraries like Redis or even simple in-memory caching. Check if you've already gotten this answer before making another API call. Technique 3: model cascading plus structured outputs. What if you need both? Let me show you how this works in code. First, use your small model to filter. Create a variable isUrgent equals small model. Ask is this urgent, yes or no. Pass in the email. Then only use your big model if needed. Write an if statement. If isUrgent equals yes, then response equals big model. Draft detailed response. Pass in the email. You just avoided an expensive API call for 80% of your emails. One more critical trick: always demand JSON outputs. Here's what I mean. In your prompt, write respond only in JSON format. Then specify the structure. If urgent is true, then reason deadline tomorrow. No paragraphs, no explanations, no fluff. JSON is compact. This technique saves 10 to 20% by avoiding unnecessary big model calls. Alright, let me show you this in action. I built a free tool that demonstrates all 3 techniques. Link is in the description and pinned comments. And you can test your own prompts right now on the site. Quick bonus tip: monitor your token usage. Add logging to every API call. You can't optimize what you don't measure. Subscribe if you want more AI engineering hacks like this every week. I'll see you in the next one.